Alright, so this is going to be the trade review for 30th November. Okay, I'm going to go through my forecasting and why I have selected such levels, okay, or those levels. So right off, let's start off with this right here. On the 30th November, we have pretty much accumulation for both Asia and London, right? London went took out Asia's high and low. So during New York, it took out London's high, trading into the 4 hours CB's low, and we have a SMT on the highs against ES. So if you take a look, ES took out this high here, whereas Nasdaq did not. So it's a lower high. And then price broke market structure down here, and then right at 9 o'clock, that is when I start my session. So right here I have marked out this 5 minutes BPR. Okay, so why did I use this as the BPR? Because it was used to send the price higher above this highs here, okay, and eventually into the 4 hours CB. So this is a significant BPR. Okay, why not this? Right, because if you can see, this is a breaker, high, low, higher high, and then it broke the low that made the high. So this is also a breaker, right? On the 15 minutes itself, it's even clearer right down here. Swing high, swing high, swing low. Okay, so this is a significant breaker. So as I've mentioned, at 9:50, SMT on the highs, and I'm looking for London's low, right, at 9:50. So London's low is right here, and then 9:50. Wait, hold on a second. I think I miscued it. Let's take a look. 9:58. Oh, I'm sorry, because this is my time zone. Okay, so basically this is during 8:50, right? So 8:50 right here, I mentioned that I was looking for London's low. Okay, and right down here it looks like a 2022 model. So swing high, swing highs here, equal highs, relative equal highs, and then you've got this purge on liquidity. Market broke structure right down here at this low, and then right now we're looking for London's low at 8:50. Okay, time here 8:50. So right off my session, right, my session starts at 9 o'clock usually. So right here I have annotated this BPR as I've mentioned before, just now, right, and I was looking for this trading down into the weekly fair value gaps low. Okay, because right here it's also where the new week opening gap was. Okay, so 16,009. Let's take a look at Monday's low. Monday's low, it's way below. Okay, so initially this was my target, right, but as you can see, and if you've been watching my videos, you would realize that my entries will not happen before 9:45. Okay, especially before 9:30, right? So 9:30 I called for a Judas. Okay, right at around this would be 9:21. Okay, so let's take a look at what happened at 9:21. 9:21 price is here, this candle, right? I was calling for a jitter swing above this high here, but it did not give that jitter swing, and then we have a 15 minutes CB as well. Okay, so this 15 minutes CB, it's a very important CB because we have equal highs down here on the 1 minute chart. Okay, and I believed that 9:30 would like to attack these highs before we go lower. So what happened at 9:30, right? Price went down instead and then came back up for this Judas swing, and then you have your entry on that 15 minutes, and then it went down. Okay, because my entries only happened at 9:45, I was waiting to see if price gets any sort of retracements before before continuing lower, but price did not give that retracement. And 9:50, this is where the price is. Okay, so we were really close to Monday's low at this during this time of the day, right? On the 5 minutes, I've annotated the CB right down here. So this is a important CB. Why? Because if price is to be bearish in terms of continuation of acceleration, then the first CB that is formed, the closest CB that's formed towards the target, that would be the highest probability for entries of shorts. Okay, because we are not expecting high resistance liquidity runs due to this IOFED right down here. So I'm assuming that we're going to have a low resistance liquidity to Monday's low. Okay, so moving forward, right down here we have, I've annotated down Monday's low at 9:39. So 9:39, it's right around here. Okay, this candle right here, I was looking for Monday's low, and I was waiting for 9:50 macro retracements. Okay, so 9:50 right down here, this candle, I was waiting for retracements to take out this high. Okay, I was looking for short-term highs to be taken out before continuing lower. So this is the turtle soup for Monday's low. Gravitating down to Monday's low. Right, and I've annotated down here, this is a 15-second chart. Okay, so let's take a look at what happened at 15 seconds. Right, so here is the 15 seconds. 9:50, it's the macro. Okay, so 9:50 price retraced back all the way, leaving this equal highs down here. I was waiting for a Judas swing above, or a purge of liquidity above this highs here, and at the same time it's also a 5 minutes CB. So right here we got it on the 15 seconds, and then price broke market structure down here. Okay, and then after that, without any, there is no fair value gaps here, so there's no way I could have taken any entries. Okay, unless I want to go for this breaker block. Okay, so if you highlight the low, the closing price of this breaker, it's right here, and as you can see, this candle down here closed below this swing low. Okay, not below, but I think right on it. The closing price here was 72.70. yes, so this is the reason why I did not take this breaker entry. Alright, so I have to wait for price to displace away, or at least a closing price below this low here, to validate this breaker setup. So obviously I did not get this, right? And then price just displaced aggressively, taking out all these levels here. Okay, so next it created this CB. My entry was right here at this CB's low, and I was looking for basically this swing low. Okay, and I think that was my exit. 91597 sorry, 947. Yeah, right around this low here. So from here to here, and I was expecting the move to be completed by the end of the macro, because we're still within the macro. End of the macro, it's 10:10, and if you're using days quarterly theory, that would be 10:07. Basically Q3 9:45 to 10:07. Alright, this is basically what went down, and I entered right here because with this aggressive move here, I'm not even anticipating a trade into the consequent encroachment, due to the fact that it wants to move really fast. Okay, really fast in a way whereby, as you can see, the morning session right here after 9:30, price has been spooling lower and lower. Okay, leaving lots of breakaway gaps. So breakaway gaps indicates the strength of the current direction. Okay, and as you can see here, we have fair value gaps here, breakaway gaps, and then it only utilizes this gap to take out Monday's low before any form of retracements into this higher probability fair value gap. Why is it higher probability? Because it encompasses the new week opening gap and the weekly fair value gaps low. Okay, so this is a high probability fair value gap that's more likely to give you a stronger move. So obviously my trading ended right down here, and then all this left was just tape reading. Okay, so at around 10 o'clock I called for retracements into a 15 minutes fair value gap, which is right around this level here. Let's take a look. So 15 minutes fair value gaps right here. Okay, basically the Judas swing that took out Monday's low above the Judas swing, that is your 15 minutes fair value gap. Okay, right here, as you can see, it did not leave any fair value gaps on the way down except for this 15 minutes fair value gap. So I'm anticipating it to come back out. Okay, and that is why I have this idea here, and as well as this highs here, they look suspicious. Okay, it's more like a ceiling, you know. When you see something like this, or when you see price, a pattern like this, there's a high probability that especially if there's a higher time frame PD array above this highs here, there's almost a 90% chance that the algorithm is going to reprice it above to accumulate more orders to run lower. Okay, and right here you got this demo balling, demo trading here, right? Basically entered in this fair value gap, send the price higher. Okay, and this is all within Q4, right? Trading up above this high, and then I think eventually got above this high here, and then lower prices. So that's how it went. This is just a small, a short trade review, right? Everything was called beforehand, right? It was all forecasted. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed this trade review, and if you gain any insight from this, do leave a like, and if you have any questions, do leave them in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your weekend.